What's up, world? Welcome back to Charge the Game podcast. I'll be your host here, Chuck. And I'm gonna tell you guys something, man. This guy Kawhi Leonard is about to give the Clippers organization hell, and I'll tell you guys why. But before I tell you guys why, I want you guys to do me a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button to the bottom right of your screen, and also hit that notification bell so you guys can continue to get the latest when I drop my sports media takes. You guys have seen the last two videos I released. I released the first video of the NBA player policy when it was being discussed, and I also released the second video when it was approved unanimously and voted on by the NBA governors. And now I'm releasing the video I promised you guys I would release about Kawhi Leonard and why this is going to be very detrimental to whatever organization he ends up staying with or traded to or currently playing with right now, which is the Los Angeles Clippers. If I know Kawhi Leonard, right, and I don't know him personally, but I could tell by the way he thinks that I could gauge how he's thinking right now. There was a list of NBA players who are exempt from the new load management rules. Why is this stigma painted on Kawhi Leonard's back? It's because he load management so bad, it's so hard, it's so long to where they don't want to even give this guy the chance of day to even try it, right? And if I'm Kawhi Leonard, I'm sitting here wondering why my name is not on this list. But if I'm Kawhi Leonard, I gotta also be man enough to realize that I have abused my privileges, and right now I just need to play a game and play games and really prove to the world that I can play when I'm healthy. This is just like any work policy that you guys have participated in when you're on a probation period, right? I think that's how they're gonna treat Kawhi Leonard. He will be on a probation period because he has abused his privileges one time too many. And what do I mean by that? I mean that this guy was just doing the most, sitting out every game, calling the team way ahead before a game start. Calling a team 45 minutes before the game starts and saying that he's not practicing or he doesn't feel like playing in today's game. Doesn't give the organization any type of respect or heads up days prior and let them know so they can move accordingly or so that they can practice without him to be able to run a set, and it's just on the spot that this guy has to pretty much come in and sit down on the bench, and they have to, run sets or put a five-man team together to run on the floor without any type of cohesion or cohesiveness. And that's why the Los Angeles Clippers were all over the place. You know what I mean? Like you heard all the reports coming out, how players say it's very hard to play with him. He doesn't talk. The guy calls off. He takes a helicopter to practice. The plane is held up waiting on him. And I just think that the whole NBA was tired of him. You know what I'm saying? Like that's hard to watch. You know what I'm saying? Even if you are a rival, you still kind of want to see somebody show up and also just not be a spoiled diva and abuse these privileges, right? This is from Marca.com where it says LeBron James, Steph Curry among NBA stars who are exempt from load management rules, right? Then it even goes on to say that the NBA is officially stepping in and doing something about the load management controversy, right? Which we already discussed in the previous videos. However, there are exceptions, right? This is what it says. However, there are exceptions to the new policy, specifically for players who are over 35 years old or who have played at least 34,000 minutes in the NBA. These players can receive prior league approval, meaning that they even still have to request as long as it's prior, which is something that Kawhi Leonard does not like to do, right? Then he goes on to say, these players can receive prior league approval to rest in certain scenarios. One such player is LeBron James, the NBA's all-time leading scorer, and his rival up north, Steph Curry, the three-point king, right? They did this boy, Kawhi Leonard, so dirty. Let me tell you how they did him. They put James Harden in front of him, saying that James Harden qualifies for this and didn't even list his name, right? So goes on to say NBA Commissioner Adam Silver has long besieged teams to play their best players in primetime games as refusal to do so under the guise of rest and load management dilutes the fan experience. And I told you guys I agree with that. The fans are not just coming to watch a game. They are coming to watch their favorite players, their kids' favorite players, people who idol their games after these superstars. And this is what these guys do. They take the games off take the games off, and they seem to not really care about that. And it seems that Adam Silver and the staff, they just got tired of it. You know what I'm saying? It goes on to say that James Harden is a player that's exempt. Kevin Durant and Chris Paul, future Hall of Fame players with plenty of miles on the odometer. Now, do you guys purposely think that they did not put Kawhi Leonard on this for a reason? I do. This is Kawhi Leonard. He has 2 rings, right? He definitely qualifies for a Hall of Famer. Maybe, and they say players over 35, but James Harden's 34, right? And Chris Paul is 38, right? So why wouldn't they put Kawhi Leonard on this? It's because they know that Kawhi Leonard has abused his privileges. One time is too many. In fact, he is the reason that this rule has been implemented. I'm just being honest. He is the reason, because it's the lack of, him not showing up, him sitting on the bench, him going as far as to not even talk to the media. You know what I'm saying? This guy just doesn't care. And I'm very glad that they are doing this to him. I like Kawhi Leonard. I really do. This is what makes me mad, for real, because he has the type of talent that you really want to see on display. So I think for Kawhi Leonard's sake that this is a good reason for him to, show the world what he can do and be able to be afforded these load management rest days. Show us what you could do first. Because you're going off of what Greg Popovich was doing for you, where that doesn't matter anymore. The problem is you've been spoiled by these organizations and realizing that there is a need for you. But I'm so glad that this has happened, because this had to be brought to Kawhi Leonard's attention for him to get his act right. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, you got to realize that this NBA game is going to go on regardless. So I'm just glad that this guy was made an example of. Also, this is a little bit of humiliation. He needs a little humiliation to realize that, he has abused his superpower. So you guys, y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Y'all think Kawhi Leonard is going to show his ass with the Los Angeles Clippers and, cry because he can't get his way, or you guys think he's going to fall in line? You guys let me know, man. Let me know in the comment section what you truly think. Like always, like, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Let me know how you charge the game. Peace.